It seems like AI is everywhere these days, huh? It's like every time you turn around, there's a new headline about how it's gonna, change the world.
It really is incredible how fast things are developing. It used
Hmm.
to be something out of science fiction, but now it's like AI is infiltrating every aspect of our life.
Exactly. And that's exactly why we're doing this deep dive today.
Mm.
We've got these two really fascinating sources that you sent us,
Yeah,
and we're going to try to break down what the future of AI really looks like.
right.
Ah.
For the average person who's just trying to wrap their head around all
It's
this.
exactly because it can be pretty overwhelming.
Absolutely.
AI can do everything from translate languages instantly
Oh, yeah.
to predicting diseases
Mhm.
to even composing music.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
It's like, how is it even doing all that?
It really is, and the crazy thing is we're just getting started.
Oh, no kidding.
Technologies like quantum computing and neuromorphic chips,
Okay, now hold on. Neuromorphic chips. Those sound kind of scary.
they sound a little intimidating, but they're actually really cool.
Okay.
So basically, they're designed to mimic the way the human brain works, which could make AI even more powerful and efficient.
So, even smarter than it is now.
Exactly.
What?
Imagine like your smartphone,
Uh,
but it can diagnose a skin condition using AI,
wow.
and it's all powered by a tiny little battery.
That's insane.
That's the kind of potential we're talking about here.
But all this power, I mean, it does make you think about the downsides too, right?
Absolutely. With great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about jobs?
Right,
There's
yeah.
a lot of talk about robots replacing human workers.
There is, and it's a valid concern.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to remember that AI can also create new jobs and opportunities.
Okay, so it's not just a simple equation of robots taking over.
No, not at all. I think it's more about AI augmenting human roles.
Augmented. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, for example, in healthcare,
Mm.
AI could help analyze medical images to help doctors with diagnoses,
Mhm.
and that would free up the doctors to spend more time actually interacting with their patients.
Okay, so it's more about collaboration than competition.
Exactly.
It makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, it's about, AI handling the more routine tasks,
Right.
while humans can focus on things that require like creativity and critical thinking.
Things that only humans can do.
Right, exactly. Emotional intelligence, all that stuff.
So it sounds like we need to adapt and learn new skills.
Oh, absolutely.
What role do you see governments and educational institutions playing in all this?
I think they have a huge responsibility to help people prepare for this AI-driven future.
Totally.
Invest in education and training programs that teach the skills that people need to thrive in this new landscape.
Because it is going to be a different world, right?
It's a challenge, but it's also a huge opportunity to kind of rethink, how we learn and work.
Another challenge that comes to mind for me is privacy,
Mm-hmm.
because AI relies on all this data,
Right.
which means it's constantly collecting information about us.
Right. Yes.
And, where does all that data go? Who has access to it? It kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, I understand that concern, and it's something we need to be very careful about.
Mm.
Think about all the information you share online every day.
Yeah,
Everything you buy, what you post on social media.
a lot.
It is. And that's why strong data protection regulations and transparent data usage policies are so important.
Right. So we can at least feel like our information is being handled responsibly.
Exactly. It's all about trust.
Yeah, I need to be able to trust that my data is not being exploited.
Absolutely. It's finding that right balance between harnessing the power of AI and protecting individual rights.
Tricky.
It's not easy,
Hmm.
but it's essential.
Okay, well, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll dive into some of the specific ways AI is already impacting our lives.
Sounds good. One area where AI is already making a huge impact is healthcare.
Yeah, you mentioned AI analyzing medical images earlier.
Right.
That was pretty fascinating.
Yeah, it's amazing what they can do now.
Is that something that's actually happening already?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
AI is being used to detect cancers like at their earliest stages,
Wow.
sometimes even before symptoms appear.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And it can also help predict outbreaks of infectious diseases,
Oh, wow.
which could be like a game changer for public health.
Totally. So it seems like AI could really revolutionize healthcare.
I think so too.
Nah.
And it's not just physical health either.
Really?
AI-powered chatbots are starting to emerge as a tool for mental health support.
Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, it's a really promising area.
So, how would that work?
Well, imagine a chatbot that's available like 24/7
Okay.
to provide counseling and support for things like anxiety or depression.
Huh.
It could be a real lifeline for people who need immediate help
Yeah,
or, people who live in areas where there aren't a lot of mental health services available.
that's amazing. But are there any risks involved?
Well, with any new technology, especially in healthcare, we need to be very cautious. Rigorous testing and validation are essential
Right.
to make sure that these AI algorithms are actually safe and effective.
Yeah. Patient safety should be the top priority for sure.
Absolutely.
So it's not just about the technology itself. It's also about how it's implemented and regulated.
Exactly. We
Mm.
need to find that balance between fostering innovation
Mm-hmm.
and making sure that things are being developed responsibly.
So human oversight is still crucial.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, what about education?
Ah, yes.
Mm.
Education. Another area with huge potential.
I've heard a lot about how AI could like personalize learning.
Right. It's
Yeah.
one of those exciting possibilities.
Yeah.
Imagine learning experiences tailored to each student's individual needs and abilities.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, AI could really help level the playing field,
Mhm.
provide extra support for students who are struggling
Yeah.
and greater challenges for those who are excelling,
I love that idea. But what about teachers?
right? A lot of people worry about that.
Are they going to become obsolete?
I don't think so at all.
Okay, good.
I think the role of the teacher will definitely evolve,
Uh-huh.
but they'll always be essential.
Okay.
Imagine AI handling tasks like grading and administrative work.
Oh, that would be nice.
Right. That would free up teachers to focus on things like mentoring,
Yeah.
inspiring students, building critical thinking skills.
So it's more about AI enhancing the role of the teacher.
Exactly. Not replacing it.
Okay, phew.
It's all about collaboration,
Mhm.
finding that right balance between technology and human interaction.
So we need both for like a truly effective learning environment.
Exactly.
All this talk about AI is making me think about creativity.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it can compose music,
Mm-hmm.
create art, even write scripts.
It can. It's pretty wild.
It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Does that mean like human creativity is becoming obsolete?
That's a great question. And, AI tools like GPT-3 and DALL-E,
I've heard of those.
they're capable of some really incredible creative output.
They can write stories, compose music, create images that are often indistinguishable from human-made works.
Really?
But does that mean human creativity is doomed?
I mean, I hope not.
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Because AI is still just a tool.
Okay.
It's a powerful tool, but it's up to humans to use that tool in innovative and meaningful ways.
Right. So we're still in control.
We are. The key is to see AI as a collaborator, not a competitor.
Oh, I like that. AI as a creative partner.
Exactly.
That's a cool way to think about it. But it does raise some interesting questions.
It does.
Like, who owns the rights to AI-generated content?
Right.
And how do we value creativity in a world where AI can produce art and music alongside humans?
Those are complex questions,
Yeah.
and there aren't any easy answers.
It's going to be interesting to see how all this plays out.
It is. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, we're going to have to grapple with these ethical and philosophical dilemmas.
For sure, it's uncharted territory.
It is, and that's what makes it so fascinating.
So it sounds like we're like on the verge of this whole new world.
It really does feel that way.
But where do we go from here?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
It is. What's like the next chapter in the AI story?
Well, the future of AI isn't like predetermined or anything.
Right.
It's something that we're actively shaping.
Oh,
With the choices we make, the policies we implement, even just the conversations we have about it.
so it's not just about the technology itself, it's about how we choose to use it.
Exactly.
That's actually kind of empowering when you think about it.
It is. AI has this incredible potential to revolutionize so many aspects of our lives.
Yeah.
But it's up to us to make sure that it's used for good.
Right, right.
We need to be really thoughtful and intentional about how we develop and integrate AI into society.
So what's like one key takeaway you want our listener to walk away with today?
I think the most important thing is to stay curious and engaged.
Okay.
The more you learn about AI, the better equipped you'll be to navigate this rapidly changing landscape.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Understand its capabilities, its limitations, think critically about its implications, and don't be afraid to ask questions or voice your concerns.
That's great advice. And you know what? Don't forget to share your thoughts and ideas with others too.
Yes, definitely.
The future of AI. It's too important to just leave it to chance.
Absolutely.
It's something we need to figure out together as a society.
I completely agree. The more we talk about these issues, the better decisions we'll make.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, this has been an incredible deep dive.
It really has.
Thanks so much for sharing your expertise with us.
My pleasure. It's always great to talk about this stuff.
And to you, our listener, thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of AI. We hope you found it informative and thought-provoking.
Yes, thank you.
And if you have any questions or thoughts you'd like to share, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Until next time, stay curious.